It's a party. All right, Rico, who is my main man. He's my rescue from Puerto Rico through All Sato Rescue. What a great guy. He sleeps through everything. He's like, nothing gets me excited. Here's the other little one I just fostered and now adopted. And this is Tiny Dancer, dumped at a shelter in Los Angeles. Look at this little face. Look how cute. 5 pounds. We are here with the amazing Lindsey Rubin from B-Dawg. Introduce your co-host and let's talk about how absolutely incredible B-Dawg is as a product.
Yes, thank you so much, Jane. I'm Lindsey, and this is my rescue pup, Piggy. He's very excited to be here. As you can tell, he also likes to sleep through everything. So he'll be my support dog for the duration of this video.
Yeah. Tell us about B-Dawg. B-Dawg is an amazing product. We have supported it from the beginning. It's right on Jane Unchained's Facebook homepage banner because it's such an incredible product. I understand now it's the 15th birthday, and this is a different kind of dog food company. Tell us all about B-Dawg.
Yes, thank you. So here at B-Dawg, we started as a company in 2005, and it's our 15th birthday this year, which is really exciting. So back when we started with a complete and balanced kibble. So since then, we've added in an organic crunchy biscuit called Wiggle Biscuits, and we also have a breath-bone chew. So what we do is we make healthy, nutrient-dense, 100% plant-powered food for dogs. We're vegans that own and operate the company, and we're really, really passionate about what we do, and we're all obsessed dog animal lovers over here. But what's most important is the health of the dog. So we make sure all of our products are third-party tested, and our kibble meets all AAFCO guidelines for adult dog nutrition. So you can be sure that your dog's going to get everything they need when they're eating this food.
Well, I love B-Dawg. I also love how you are a perfect illustration of compassionate capitalism because yes, you're a for-profit business, but so much of your work is devoted to helping animal organizations. And I know that I called up one of your founders, Linda Middlesworth, who lives in Sacramento. And, you know, I work with Judy Mancuso of Social Compassion and Legislation. And I say, come on, Linda, you got to show up at the Capitol. Boom, she comes with a whole troop to support animals and speak for the voiceless. So there's a lot happening with B-Dawg right now. I want to play a video about some of the exciting developments, and then we're going to talk about it on the other side.
I have a company called Miyoko's Kitchen, and we're manufacturers of a line of artisanal cheeses that are sold across the country. I have sometimes been alluded to as the queen of vegan cheese. You didn't attend my coronation. I've been playing around with cheeses for years until a book came together called Artisan Vegan Cheese, and that eventually launched a cheese company. And I am the co-founder of Rancho Compasión, which is on a farmed animal sanctuary in Nicasio, California. There's 2 dogs, 2 cats, 2 donkeys, 2 cows, 5 ducks, 5 goats, 1 sheep, 6 pigs, and about 50 chickens.
Hello there, Koan, you troublemaker, and Katie.
These are B-Dawg raised dogs. They were both rescued as puppies, and they have never eaten anything except B-Dawg.
B-Dawg started way back in 2005, and we make vegan, plant-based dog food and products. My father and my mother actually started the company. The ability to work with my father on a project that we both believed in has been an absolute joy.
Dave started B-Dawg because he and his wife Linda had 2 rescue pit bulls, and they knew dogs could be vegan, but there was basically nothing on the market that suited what they were looking for. They wanted a super high quality, complete and balanced vegan kibble, so of course Dave was like, I'll start this myself. That was just the kind of guy he was. Fast forward 13 years, and we're the top choice for vegan dogs in America.
I'm always just so amazed and blown away by all the heartwarming stories we hear coming in from customers just on a daily basis. They talk about their dogs, you know, overcoming a variety of health issues when they switch to B-Dawg. And when they find us, they're so happy and so relieved to know that they can feed their pets, compassionately without having to kill any other animals. One of the longest living dogs in the Guinness Book of World Records was vegan.
People know the word vegan now, and everyone is trying to get there. The world is ready. People are committed now to making a change for their lives, for the planet, for the animals. I think vegans are the happiest people in the world because you go to bed with a clean conscience. Every day you choose a plant-based meal, you're helping the world.
An incredible video. So tell us about your association with one of my heroes, Miyoko Schinner of Miyoko's Vegan Cheese, Vegan Butter. I got a lot of Miyoko's in my fridge.
Same, yeah. It's amazing stuff, and she is such a leader in the movement. We love Miyoko's. We've been family friends with her for a while, and we filmed that video a bit ago. We were so fortunate to go to the sanctuary and meet the animals. All of us here at B-Dawg are so passionate about saving these animals, and getting to meet them was so special and so important. And meeting a leader like Miyoko in the space and getting to hang out with her, spend time with her, have her as a part of our video. Her dogs are so sweet, and her operation is so amazing that it directly saves so many animals and benefits their lives. So that's something that's so crucial to all of us personally, but to the mission of our business as well. So we want to provide a product that doesn't rely on animals being used at all in the supply chain of the pet food industry. So we remove the need for slaughtering farmed animals to be fed to dogs. So we remove any sort of need for meat in the dog bowl, and therefore throughout the entire supply chain of the pet food industry.
That is so important. I'd like to bring up one of my other rescues. This is Cabo San Lucas, Tucas Lucas, and he was left in a box outside a shelter in South LA, and now he runs the house. Very serious. I call him a VIC, a very important Chihuahua mix, and he can only stay for a short period of time because he has another very important meeting to attend to. So, I often, when I'm in a dog food store or, one of those places, I'm always like shocked and discomforted by looking at the labels and seeing pigs and lambs. And I'm thinking, wow, I love my dog, but I wouldn't want a pig or a lamb to die so that my dog can eat when there's something else that they can eat. Do you feel that this is resonating with Americans? Because, Americans consider themselves animal lovers, but there's a huge disconnect. It often doesn't go beyond dogs or cats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of what it comes down to is we all want the best for our dogs. They're our babies. We want to feed them balanced nutrition and what's healthy for them and what's appropriate for them to eat. So kind of taking a step back from there is that we've been taught through marketing and TV commercials and basically through all of the biggest pet food companies that dogs are carnivorous, which is scientifically inaccurate. Dogs are physiologically omnivorous, and not only can they digest starches up to 30 times better than their wolf ancestors, they make excellent use of those starches. So they have a different genetic component called the AMY2B gene, which allows them to turn these starchy foods, these plant foods, into energies. So they're no longer wolves. That's kind of the starting point of this, is that since dogs are omnivorous, they can absolutely thrive on this type of complete and balanced plant-based diet. So starting there, once we realize that it's possible, and this is great news because now we don't need to have any animal products in our dog's food, the next step is finding a food that works for your dog and making sure that it's complete and balanced. So B-Dawg, it has all the vitamins and minerals that they need in it. So you can be assured when you pick a product that meets the AAFCO guidelines, it's going to have all of the protein, all of the vitamins and minerals, including B12, vegan vitamin D. We also include taurine and L-carnitine in there. So it's completely nutritious, and the dogs really love it as well.
And this is a 5-pounder. And so I'm very excited because for her, an average bite would be too big. You have, and somebody even called me, Sarah Siegel, one of our contributors, and said, please talk about Wiggle biscuits and mini bites. Mini bites. Tell us about the mini bites.
Yes. So the first kibble we came out with, which is our dog food. So our dog food's called Kind Kibble, and we have that in 2 sizes. So what you're referring to is our mini bites. They're the complete and balanced dog food, and they come in a 4.5-pound bag. And they're little teeny tiny bites. So they're perfect for that little one. And they're tiny, and we introduced them just a couple of years ago, but they do so well because not only are they good for little teeny tinies, but they're good for senior dogs maybe who have trouble chewing, or dogs that just prefer the little bites.
Oh, yeah. And it's funny because this little girl who I fostered through Beagle Freedom Project, I know she's not a beagle, but the Beagle Freedom Project gets a lot of dogs out. And I was fostering her for the crisis, but guess what? The crisis is not ending. And so you're here. You're part of the pack now. She's so cute. Look at this little one. And her name is Tiny Dancer. So perfect to have bites, tiny bites for Tiny Dancer. Yeah. And so it's just such a great company. I just absolutely love the packaging. Look at this packaging. Now, it is your 15th birthday this year. Tell us about some of the things that you're doing, because I understand that there are some goodies that are being offered.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So every year in the summer, we celebrate Vegan Dog Month. So this July is Vegan Dog Month. And throughout the entire month, we do all sorts of fun celebrations. We feature various stories and customers. And we're doing a really big giveaway this year where you can win a full year's worth of kibble, as well as other bunch of different prizes.
How do you do that?
Yeah, we really love giving back to our customers when we can. You know, we are a small business, but when we celebrate, we want to do it big. So we want to really be able to provide these awesome prizes. There's like 3 different tiers. There's a grand prize, and you can see it all on our website. So every year we do Vegan Dog Month, but this year in 2020 is a little extra special since it's also our 15th birthday.
Wow, that is so absolutely fantastic. And, you know, for those who are watching who think, well, this isn't such an important story because, there's so many other things in the world. No, this is the most important thing we can do to save the planet. Can you make the environmental connection, Lindsey?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, of course, since there are no animal products in our food, we don't use any meat, corn, soy, dairy, eggs. The fact that we are a fully plant-based product naturally allows it to be less taxing on the environment. So if you've seen movies like Cowspiracy, you can understand that meat consumption is extremely water intensive, and animals, our pets, our companion animals, dogs, cats, they require a lot of resources when you feed them a meat-based diet. And it's been documented, there was a recent study that dogs and cats make up a huge percentage, bigger than you would expect, of meat consumption in the United States, and therefore contribute negatively to through environmental degradation of what comes with meat consumption and these animal byproducts. So when you switch to a plant-based diet, you're saving water, land, energy, and all sorts of really precious resources that we need to conserve, especially right now. And it's really crucial. So by switching to a plant-based diet you're already plant-based yourself, you get your dog on the plant-based diet. It's great in making the resource like way more, way bigger of an impact if you can bring your dog along with you in the diet.
And let me say this also increases the dog's longevity, the probability of the dog living a much longer life.
Yes. So in the Guinness Book of World Records, there's one dog named Bramble who was vegan. She was a collie type dog over in the UK. And she's one of the world's oldest dogs, and she was on a complete vegan diet. We actually have a interview with her mom on our blog, so you can read all about Bramble over there. But we see dogs live till really, really wonderful, long lifespans into their golden years on this diet. They love the food, and we also see a lot of senior dogs switch over. So we get people questioning, is it okay if my dog's, 6, 7, 10, or even 11, is it okay to switch into this type of diet? And we've seen extremely positive results where dogs are able to decrease inflammation, help with tummy troubles, and help with a lot of other ailments that kind of do increase with age. So we've seen really, really great results, especially in senior dogs.
Now, let me ask you a question. These some people, here's an argument. Some people say dogs descend from wolves. They're carnivores. They have to eat animals. Do these look like wolves to you, by the way?
Not to me, but
So what do you say to them? This is a comment. Wanted to get an answer. What do you say to folks when they say that?
yes. Yeah, for that comment, we need to start with science and with the fact that dogs have been evolving alongside humans for tens of thousands of years. So they're now physiologically omnivorous and they can digest and make excellent use of starches. So it's really backing up and understanding the baseline of what we've really been taught about our companion animals, about our dogs, is not true. They're not wolves. And I always joke the same thing with my little chihuahua here. I'm like, he's not catching anything to start, and he's definitely not catching a large, game animal, luckily. So
Yeah, exactly. I mean, do you think this little girl is going to go after a cow or a pig? I mean, come on.
I don't think so.
It's crazy. But the other thing that I would say is that we know that wolves or dogs are one of the first signs of civilization when they became domesticated and they began following tribes, and they would eat whatever scraps the tribes threw out because they would literally catch whatever's discarded and eat it. And we know that those tribes were not eating exclusively meat. There was no Burger Kings or McDonald's. In fact, the whole notion of the paleo man being this meat-eating, just massive carnivore was completely shattered when they found one of the oldest paleo skeletons. And guess what? They didn't have dental floss in those days. So they checked between his teeth and it was plant-based. They were eating vegetables because that's the easiest thing to find. So the scraps are vegetables. So the dogs are not, this is just myth created, just like they found out that the gladiators were living primarily plant-based. They were eating carbs. And just like you down carbs before you run the marathon. You go to the party before the marathon and they feed you a bunch of spaghetti because you need the carbs that convert into energy. It's the same thing with these little guys, right, Rico? He says, yeah, I've been there, done that. Call my agent. So your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so as dogs were evolving alongside humans, they were scavengers. And to this day, they're scavengers. There was a population study done years ago in India, and India traditionally does not have, or in the past at least, didn't have meat as a significant part of their diet. So it was a really interesting study that was done that showed scavenger dogs in India ate the majority of their diets were plant-based. And they showed healthy signs of normal vitality, and all of the results showed that the dogs that were eating this plant-based diet in majority were completely healthy. So that's one example. But yes, dogs are definitely scavengers, and over time, throughout these thousands of years, they did evolve alongside our agricultural civilizations, eating our agricultural scraps, which are mostly plants.
So what's the future for B-Dawg? Because I know you're always tweaking and changing. It's a family business. You're working around the clock to come up with the next thing. What you got?
Yes.
I'm always calling and going, pill pocket.
Yes. I know. Right now, all the pill pockets have like gelatin or chicken in them. So that would be really great. We actually do have a little recipe on our blog that's like a 3-ingredient vegan soft treat or pill pocket, which I've used before. And it's so great. It's like flour, some kind of plant milk, and mix it together and put it in the fridge. So we do have that, but yes, I hear you on that. That would be a really, really great addition. We are working on some new products. One of them is a wet food. We're really, really excited to get it out. It's been a while. We know our customers really, really want it, and we're so excited to get this out. And other than that, we're really grateful throughout this whole COVID-19 quarantine situation. We're really grateful to be a really remote capable company, and we're lucky that we haven't seen any disruptions in our supply chain due to the fact that we're plant-based. So we know that a lot of our meat-based competitors have seen either prices go up drastically for the meat in their products, or various animal product supply chains being interrupted due to COVID-19. But we're really happy to pass on to our customers that we haven't experienced any issues. Everything has been very, very the same and in the best way. So that's thanks to us being a vegan company, and we're really grateful for that.
That is great news, and it's true. I just tried to order some Beyond Meat burger, and it was out, the big stacks of it. So I got the patties, but the guy said they're selling like hotcakes. You can't get enough of them because
Amazing.
yeah, there's a lot of shifting in consumer taste going on. Have you seen that with the dog food? Do you see a similar transition where people are sort of, yeah, I'd like to explore this, start incorporating it and then transition to 100% V-Dawg?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we see people kind of come to us for all sorts of reasons. Either they're vegan and they want their household to be totally vegan and they have that light bulb moment where they're like, oh, does my dog need to be eating meat? Do I need to be lugging this big bag of meat-based dog food into the house every month? So that's a big segment of people that purchase V-Dawg. But another segment is people who are environmentally conscious. A really big segment is people who their dogs are really itchy and allergy prone. They start to think like, what are some alternative options? What can I be feeding right now? But there's definitely a consumer trend shift towards plant-based in general. And we continue to grow at V-Dawg, and we are grateful for anyone who really wants to try this with their dog, whether they're starting it, mixing it in, and then eventually shifting it fully over to plant-based. But we definitely saw a big spike in March, which was throughout the pet food industry and throughout e-commerce. And that trend continues to go up, which is really good. So yes, I think more people are curious about plant-based than ever, and that definitely translates over to the pet food industry as well.
And I see you've got a subscribe button here. You can save 5%. And so you can do a one-time purchase or you can subscribe and save. And you just go to v-dawg.com. And it's that simple. I mean, you ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we ship. We've been an e-commerce first company basically since our inception 15 years ago. And we offer our subscribe and save program there. And it's really convenient. Most of our customers do it because you just kind of set it up and you can always edit it, cancel it, change it. So it's really convenient. And we're happy to have that there as an option.
Well, I just want to say you guys are amazing. You're my heroes. You've saved so many lives. You've opened so many eyes. And you've gotten some great kibble into so many mouths. I love you. Carry on. Carry on.
Thank you, Jane.
He says, whatever.
His eyes are open at least. He's awake.
Yeah, he's been good. But look how healthy he is. I mean, this guy is old and he walks 2 miles a day.
He's so relaxed.
Yeah, he's great. Okay, darling. Great to see you.
Thank you, Jane.
Bye.
Bye.